Today we are making chicken wings, and before I get started, let me give you a little bit of history about my chicken wings. Your dad taught me how to make these chicken wings many, many years ago, and as time went on, I got better at making them than he did, so I took them over and called them my chicken wings, or I guess the kids started and the grandkids started calling them Mom or Grandma's chicken wings. So now here are all of the ingredients. You have the chicken wings, which either you can buy them frozen, or you can buy them fresh, or you can buy them whole. And they're made up of 3 different pieces. And when I used to make them, or when your dad taught me how to make them, he had to cut the chicken wings up for me because I tried and I didn't do a very good job. So anyway, here is the drumette, the wingette, and then, which I'm not showing here, is the tip of the chicken wing. So now the ingredients are, you have your flour, you have your oil, Wesson oil, just plain cooking oil. You don't want to have it seasoned in any way. And I have the Lawry's seasoning salt, which is my special ingredient, which I added after I took over the chicken wings. So what you want to do is you want to take your chicken wings and sort of separate them up so that they're not all together. And you take the seasoning salt, the Lawry's seasoning salt, and it must be Lawry's seasoning salt or it will not taste like Grandma's chicken wings. So I just shake it all over the chicken wings. Get that is coated like that. And then I take the drumette and I put it in and I'll take 2 or 3. And I usually cook the drumettes first because they take a little bit longer to cook than the wing tips, or the wingettes, sorry. Then I salt them again, so they're gonna look like that. And I salt them right in the flour. Then I'll take it and I will coat the chicken wings. And you wanna make sure that you get them coated with the flour, because if you don't coat them, they won't fry up as nice. There they go. And sometimes I have to use both hands because it's just not coating. And then if I'm making a lot of chicken wings, I will get out another plate and lightly coat it with flour. And then I just put the drumettes on there. And again, make sure that it's coated, or see how that's coated. Now I'm going to just do a couple of wingettes for you, and I do the same. I take them and I put them upside down so that the salt is in the flour. See how that, so there's no seasoning salt on the top of those chickens. So now I just take the seasoning salt again and I flavor them. There you go. And then I do the same with those. And again, I will cook the drumettes first. And these, for some reason, are easier to flour. There you go. What I will do is I can see that these aren't totally coated, so I might just put them back in again, because you really do want them coated. And take it out. Okay, we'll take them over to the stove and cook them. I'm going to turn the stove on now, and I want it to be on high because I need to get the oil as hot as it can get. And I'm going to pour in 2 cups of just vegetable oil, and I want it probably 1/4 inch in the pan. And it's also very important to use a flat pan. And then I have to wait until it gets very hot. And the way I figure out if it's very hot is that I take just a little bit of flour and I put it in, and you can tell it's not even bubbling yet, so I know that the oil is not hot enough yet. Okay, I'm going to test the pan to see if the oil is hot enough with a little bit of flour. And if it starts just bubbling a little bit, which it seems to be doing now, you can put the chicken in. And like I mentioned before, I start out with the drumettes. And can you hear that sizzling just a little bit? And remember to keep your stove on high. And you want to keep the drumettes separated when you first stick them in. And I don't put the other wingettes in until I turn the drumettes over, and then I will put the wingettes in. I normally wouldn't keep the chicken this far apart because I would be cooking so many pieces of chicken for a large group, and usually for our family or for the family and grandkids. So they will be a lot closer together. I'm going to start turning them now. You can see they're getting a little golden brown. This one seems to be a little bit because the oil is hotter. And now I'll move these over back here because the heat is a little bit warmer. And I'll start putting the wingettes in. And you can tell that these pieces that I'm putting in now are not as far apart as the drumettes were because there's not enough room in the pan. What I will often do while I'm cooking the chicken wings is that I will move them around. Now if you notice, I've put the drumettes down in the lower part of the pan, and I've moved the chicken wings up higher because I feel that the heat is a little bit hotter up there and I want them to get a little bit browner. But once again, I keep turning them to make sure that I'm not burning them. Then when I feel like I'm starting to get them to the right color that I want, I will turn the stove down to a low, not a simmer, but a low. And now they're getting to be about the color that I want them to be, which is that nice golden brown on all of them. And then I will start to turn it down to the lowest temperature and just let them cook. But you can't walk away from them for too long, like not even 5 minutes, maybe a couple of minutes you can walk away. But you've got to come back because they constantly need to be turned so that they're not done more on one side than the other. So it's been about 40 minutes now since I've been standing here and constantly turning these chicken wings. And I believe they're done. Sometimes I would leave them in for 45 minutes. It depends upon how many chicken wings you have. I don't have that many this time, so I don't believe it will take that long. So I'm going to take them out and put them on this plate. make sure you turn the oven off. I have sometimes forgotten to do that. But here are the chicken wings. And Alex, this recipe is for you because I know how much you love chicken wings.